we are talking about the surface tension over here. Okay, so in the chapter there are a few theories. So firstly, the intermolecular forces. What the intermolecular force is? It is the nothing. So basically, what surface tension is? Surface tension is basically the raindrops or the soap bubbles or the small droplets of the mercury. They take a spherical shape. Okay, so when the water spiders are able to walk on the surface of the water, all this happens because of an because of an interesting property which exists between the liquid, which is called as the surface tension. To study that, we have the characteristics behavior of the liquid or the gas. They can be explained on the basis of the force of attraction, so we call them as the intermolecular force. It is divided into two kinds of forces, that is the cohesive force and the adhesive force. So cohesive force is the force of attraction between the two molecules of the same substance, is called as the cohesive force. Basically, when there is a when there is a force of attraction between the two molecules of the same substance, we call it as a cohesive force. And the adhesive force, we have the force of attraction between the two molecules but of the different substances, so that is called as the adhesive force. So we have cohesive force and we have adhesive force. So then the range of the molecular forces, we come to the range of the molecular forces, that is the maximum distance up to the maximum distance between which the molecules up to which the intermolecular forces are effective. That is the intermolecular force of attraction between a molecule and a molecule. That is a distance limit. So the maximum limit up to which the molecule can attract another molecule is called as the range of molecular force. Next, we have the sphere of influence. It is an imaginary line drawn through the given molecules of at the center, and the radius equal to the molecular range is called as the sphere of influence. So basically, sphere of influence is an imaginary line under which the molecular force is effective. So that circle is called as the sphere of influence. Surface energy, that is the potential energy per unit area of the liquid surface under isothermal conditions, is called as the surface energy per unit area. The unit for surface energy is joules, and it's in CGS it is Erg, and the dimensions are L2 m1 t raised to minus 2. So surface energy, it is nothing but it is the potential energy which is when a molecule suppose if a molecule is taken from the inside to the surface layer, work is done against the inward resultant flow force. So the work is stored in the form of potential energy in the surface of the liquid. So that potential energy per unit area of the liquid surface is called as a surface energy. Next, we talk about the surface tension, the main topic. It is the force per unit length acting on the right angle to form imaginary line drawn from the free surface of the liquid. So basically, along the length of this is for a liquid, along its length, the force which acts along the length of a liquid acting at the right angle to the imaginary line which we draw, so that is called as a surface tension. That tension is given by T, which is equals to the force which acts through our per unit length on the liquid. So the SI unit for the surface tension is joule per meter square, and the CGS unit is dyne per centimeter. The dimensions are L0 m1 t raised to minus 2. Okay, then we have the angle of contact. Angle of contact is when a liquid is in contact with a solid surface. So when we have a certain angle between the solid and the liquid surface, that is called as the angle of contact. The angle of contact between is nothing but it is a tangent drawn from the free surface of the liquid and the surface of the solid at that point of contact measured inside the liquid is called as the angle of contact. So whenever we draw a tangent from the liquid soap, suppose we have suppose a liquid is in contact with a solid, and the angle of contact between the liquid and the angle of contact that is the tangent drawn between the free surface of the liquid and the surface of the solid makes an angle. That angle is called as the angle of contact. Next, we have a capillary. Capillary is a small tube with a fine bore, is called as the capillary. The main function of the capillary is the capillary has a sudden rise or fall in the liquid, rise or fall in the liquid when it is immersed in the liquid. So that action of the capillary is called as the capillary action. Okay, so the rise or fall of the capillary inside the capillarity, phenomenon is known as capillarity. So the rise or fall of the liquid in the capillary, that rise of the liquid is given by H is equals to 2t cos theta upon r rho g, where rho is the density of the liquid, the T is the surface tension, and the cos theta will be the angle between them, and the T will be the surface tension, r will be the radius, rho will be the density, g will be the gravitational constant, so H will be the height to which the liquid will rise. Okay.